So this is a nationally protected monument and it lies right here next to the elevated corridor. It's such a great story. A Russian man who has taken his education in Europe comes to India, saves the lives of Hindus and Muslims, probably in their millions. He's a superhero. This monument has been declared to be of national importance under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites. This is one of the most complicated intersections of the connecting link. You have a monorail that is taking a turn right there. This connecting link, this bridge that will go over the monorail bridge, and the sculpture was found somewhere in this location. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you something very special, as you have seen from the title of the video. It's a 1,000-year-old sculpture that was found in the area next to the elevated corridor between the Mumbai Coastal Road Project and the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link. To the left of us is the Prabhadevi railway station. To the right of us is the Shivdi railway station, or the Shivdi depot. Next to us is also the Tata Hospital and the Wadia Hospital. So this area was built by the British. That's why you will see a lot of these stone buildings around here, and mostly hospitals. Some of them also used to be places where the people in the government used to stay, like for example the Hafkin Institute. This institute earlier used to be the governor's house. In 1777, the governor, William Hornby, he stayed in this place. There goes the monorail. So quite has changed since the time of the British, as you can see. And the digging that you see on the road here is for the elevated corridor, like I told you at the beginning of the video. It's a 1,200 crore bridge that is being built to connect the Mumbai Coastal Road Project with the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link. Now there's a reason why I'm telling you all this in this video, where I'm going to show you the sculpture, which is 1,000 years old. Quite a village-like area. Can you imagine a 1,000-year-old sculpture is located at this space? These are the premises. Now I'll have to park the bike someplace. I just park it right here. So this sculpture which you see is from the year 1108. It could be older than that. It is from the Shilahara dynasty, which is a dynasty which was present since the 6th or the 7th century CE, which is the Common Era. That means it's very, very old. I'll show you the details as much as possible. Protected by the Archaeological Survey of India. It's a national monument, but it doesn't look that well protected here, but they're doing their best to keep it safe. I'll tell you the reason why it is present here and not in a museum. But first, let's see this sculpture closely. So this is the central figure. This is in the Sthanaka Mudra, and if you watch the right hand of the central figure, the right hand is shown to be in the Abhaya Mudra. Okay, this is the Abhaya Mudra. This symbolizes the Abhaya Mudra, and the left hand, it is holding something. It's holding a Bijaphala. So all this is very symbolic. And then you have these 6 images, or you can say statues, that are emanating from the central one. So the first one is right here. Okay, and you have second one right there, the third one right there, and so on and so forth. Now, as you can see, the statues don't have any over the top ornamentation. Okay, they are quite simple. All you can see are these earrings, or Karna Kundalas in Sanskrit, and a necklace, and this crown on the head. So this is quite a historic statue which is located in such a place. And then you have these little statues right here. These are called as Ganas, or devotees. There are 5 Ganas over here who seem to be playing some musical instrument like the flute or something of that sort. Now I'll tell you a bit more about the carving of this statue. Now this is known as a BAS monolithic relief, and BAS stands for this shallow kind of carving. It is not deep. As you can see, it's not a deep carving. You can see the stone at the background. Okay. This is quite a historic moment on my channel. Just read about it a bit here. The monolithic BAS relief depicting Shiva, as it is popularly known, was found in Parel in October 1931 when road was being dug from Parel to Shivdi. Since then, the image was enshrined in the premises of Baradevi temple at Parel village, which is this temple. So I'll just show you the temple over here. There are also some 1,000-year-old stones at the back of this temple which I have seen. A lion and some inscriptions. This beautiful image of 3.06 meters height depicts 7 images identified as Saptamurti image of Lord Shiva In the overall depiction, 6 images of various mudras emanating from the central one are shown. So you can see here some instructions. This monument has been declared to be of national importance under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 1956, I suppose. Whoever destroys, removes, injures, alters, defaces, or misuses this monument shall be punishable with imprisonment, which may extend to 3 months, with a fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees or both. So this is what it is. So this is a nationally protected monument, and it lies right here next to the elevated corridor. There is also one more temple on top over there. So we were right there, and now we have come to this side. I hope you liked what you saw right here. There is a strange mix of buildings over here. Some of these buildings look really good, while the others look like dilapidated structures. The king at that time was Aparaditya II. The reason I told you about the elevated corridor in this video was because in the year 1931, something similar was happening in the area. They were digging up the road from Parel to Shivdi, which is this road. This is the road that they were digging up, and while digging, they found that sculpture depicting Lord Shiva in all his 7 forms. Now, why did the sculpture remain here? Why did not they put the sculpture in a museum like the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum in Fort, which is quite a big and quite well organized, quite a safe place for this sculpture to be in? But what happened was the people that stayed here, they were refusing to let go of the sculpture, and because of that the government kept it here. But what they did was they casted this sculpture, and what you see in the Chhatrapati Vastu Sangrahalaya in Fort is a replica of this sculpture. This is the original sculpture which was found while digging. This land right here was an island. It was one of the 7 islands that formed Mumbai. Rest, whatever you see around in Mumbai, like away from this island, was a low-lying area. And the hill on which we are going right now is the Golanji Hill. This is also quite an iconic place since the time of the British, because the British used this hill for their target practice. Quite a steep hill, as you can see. It goes on and on. You can see the houses right here. Now, one thing I don't know is why these houses were not developed properly. It may be a engineering challenge to build houses at this place properly, because the number of people staying, the density of the people here is like too much to accommodate all of them, and they might be resisting for relocation. So probably one of the reasons. So this neighborhood right here, I don't think these people are used to seeing people from other areas come over here, because as you can see, there is absolutely no space, just spikes. Now it's a dead end right here. Now I'll have to take a U-turn from here. Okay. You should have come walking. Oh. there seems to be a way right there, and those people are crowding over there. जाऊ का? साहेब आहेत ना हे साहेब. थँक यू. All right. It's so weird to see this place in this state. I mean, the way you can see this haphazard kind of arrangement. The British used to come over here to do target practice at one point of time. At one point of time, this place right here was the highest point which would offer the view of the city. So now you see all these concrete buildings around which are taller than this, but this place used to be one of the tallest, the highest points in the city. So it's on a mountain, it's on a hill actually. It's known as the Golanji Hill. So one interesting thing to note is that the name Golanji comes from the Marathi word Golanchi Hill. So that's what it is. And now you see this entire herd of bikes on the hill along with the houses, and it's quite a crazy sight. Quite amazing. And when you see the place around it, here is the cemetery, the Christian cemetery in Shivdi. So you've seen this area in my previous videos. I'm talking about the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link videos, as well as the connecting link videos from the Trans Harbour Link to the coastal road. And this area right here is quite a low-lying area. Okay, that over there was the highest point. As I told you, it was an island. I'll just take a right from here. You can see the building right here. This is from the British era. So imagine in 1931, that is almost like 100 years ago, this area was undergoing a similar piece of work wherein a road was being dug between Parel and Shivdi, and they found that sculpture. Imagine the number of other things that might have been found. So this is the work that is going on for the connecting link. This is one of the most complicated intersections of the connecting link. You have a monorail that is taking a turn right there. This connecting link, this bridge that will go over the monorail bridge, and the sculpture was found somewhere in this location, and then it was moved on top of the hill over there. Next to that road is this really tall building now. Yeah, so, and you have one more hill-like structure over here. So as I told you, whatever you see around this place, that is this place, as soon as Lower Parel starts, that is the Prabhadevi bridge which leads to the Lower Parel station, that is the low-lying area of Mumbai. That area was reclaimed. There was seawater over there, and this is the authentic, the original island of Mumbai. That is the reason why you will never see waterlogging in this area, whereas you will see a lot of waterlogging in areas like Hindamata, in areas like Lower Parel, but not in this area. But nowadays what builders do cleverly is that they raise the level of the projects, and as a result of which the water gets accumulated in the adjoining areas, But no matter what they do, this area is always going to be on top. So this is the reason why places like Lower Parel were dominated by mills. Look at the monorail going from here. Yeah, so I was saying this is the reason why a place like Lower Parel was dominated by mills, because the mills were built on reclaimed pieces of land. Whereas this area is the original area which did not require any reclamation, as a result of which it continues to be one of the most powerful places economically, strategically. No matter how many projects are built in Lower Parel, how many multi-billion-dollar BKC or all those areas which are low-lying areas, but this area will always remain significant because of its geography, geological structure underneath, which is why the British preferred it. I'm ending the video here next to the Hafkin Institute to tell you that this institute is not an ordinary place. This is a place where a Russian scientist, he was born in a part of Russia which is now the Ukraine today. His name was Hafkin. If you watched my previous video about the Kapoors and Mukesh Ambani and the entire part of the Bombay Coastal Road project, I'll share it over here. At that time in 1896, there was this huge plague, and Hafkin was the scientist who made the vaccine for the plague, which had killed thousands of people in those days. I'll just take a U-turn and come back to this place. We'll take a U-turn from here. Okay, so here is the Hafkin Institute, and this is the place where the vaccine for the bubonic plague was made. And in 1902, 500,000 people were given that vaccine and saved. A Russian man saved the lives of a countless number of Hindus and Muslims in India. And one of the important things I want to tell you about that man, the sacrifice he made, was that he himself tested the vaccine on him. Normally there are these test subjects on which you first test, but Hafkin, at that time, the situation was so bad, like he did not want to risk other people's lives. So he made the vaccine, injected it into his arm. He proved to the people that it works. By God's grace, it worked, and they started making the vaccine at this place. Fortunately, many people were saved. So this is the story of this place. I will elaborate the story in some of my other video, but this is what I wanted to explain to you about this area. It deserves to be known by the people of the world, because ultimately we should never forget what we have been through. We all know about the recent events, but we don't know anything about what has happened in the past. We ignore it. But the sacrifices that these people made, who are not even Indians, they were Russians. Hafkin was a Russian man who saved the lives of so many Indians, Hindus, Muslims, and we, on the other hand, are caught up in our own issues of regionalism and politics. And it's such a great story. A Russian man who has taken his education in Europe comes to India, saves the lives of Hindus and Muslims who are probably in their millions. He's a superhero. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, then definitely hit the like button. In this video, I showed you two of the most important things in the area. So thank you guys for watching. This is Fabi Bond saying goodbye to all of you until the next time. Bye.